Right, so in this chapter, we're looking at a parallelogram. Now, you can see what a parallelogram is. It's basically a rectangle that's been shoved one way. So when we're talking about a parallelogram, we're actually going to use the formula B times H, okay, which is your, B would be your base, so where it's sitting on. H would be your height, and height is always show it with a little dotted line, as you can see here. So it actually is BH if you were, because B times H right next to each other. But I just want to show you how it's linked to a rectangle, which you know is length times height. So if we had a look at this picture just below here, and we looked at, this is the parallelogram. You can see that they chopped this bit here on this side into, so it's 10 centimeters all the way there, and it would be 10 centimeters all the way there too, okay? They've taken off, they've chopped that, and they've chopped that. So you've got your height of 5 centimeters, and you've got this little piece over here. Now, and you've got that little piece over there, okay? If you had to chop it off, can you see over here how they've cut that little piece off, and they've moved it and put it over here. So if you got rid of that, can you see that you would actually have a complete rectangle? And then you could do your length times your height. So they're just trying to show you that they're very much linked. But when you're doing parallelogram, it's your base. So this is the final, your base times whatever your height is. Okay, it's not this measurement here, not that measurement, it's this measurement. Your height. So always look for your height. There will be times they may put a number here and then put another number there. Remember, that's the number that you have to look at, your height. Okay. Right, let's move up a bit. What we got next page. All right, so if we have an example here, and like I said, I want you to write what you're multiplying. So here we've got 10 centimeters as your base. So your 10 multiplies your height, which is 5, and that gives you 50. We're in centimeters squared. Okay, so important thing to remember here is your base times height, and that will give you the answer. Let's move up to this one. So this one, they've turned it around, but it doesn't matter. What is our base? So our base is there, our height is there. Okay, so it's 7.2 multiplied by 3.5. Let me do my calculator. On 7.2 times by 3.5, and that gives me 25.2 meters squared. All right, so I want you to write it out like that for me. And I think that's where we've got up to. Yep, so that's great. Go ahead and do 6.4 for me.